Question 9, part A. Circle the cube number. So a cube number is the answer when you multiply something by itself 3 times. So we want something multiplied by something multiplied by something, which is going to give us one of these. Now, these question marks all have to be the same number if we're looking for a cube number. So there's 2 ways you can do a question like this. You can either memorize what the first few cube numbers are, and as you practice this you'll get used to them and you probably start to do that, but if not, you can always work them out. So we'll start with 1. Well, 1 times 1 times 1, that's just 1. That's not in the list. So we'll do 2 next. 2 times 2 times 2. To work this out, we do 2 times 2, that's 4, and then we multiply that by 2 and we get 8. So 8 is a cube number, but it's not in the list. Next we'll try 3 times 3 times 3. Well, 3 times 3 is 9. Multiply that by 3 and we get 27. And look, 27 is in the list, so that's the number that we're going to circle. Okay, we didn't have to try very many until we got 27. Okay. In practice, there's only about 6 cube numbers that they might ask you. They won't usually ask you to go past 6 for the foundation paper, so as long as you can work out up to 6 times 6 times 6, use grid method if necessary, you should always be able to find a cube number. Part B says circle the prime number. So a prime number has 2 factors, and they are 1 and the number itself. Okay, if it has more than 2 factors, it's not a prime number. If it only has 1 factor, it's not a prime number. It has to have 2. So the way we can eliminate some of these numbers is by finding something other than 1 in itself that goes into them. So for example, 25, you can divide that by 5, so that's not the one we're looking for. 27, as you've seen here, we can divide that one by 3. 32, I can divide that by 2. In fact, any even number, so 44 as well, I can divide that by 2. 45, I can divide by 5. And that only leaves 31. And there's nothing that can go into 31 apart from 1 and 31. So that's the one that we're looking for. Question 9, part C. Circle a number that is a factor of 900. Well, 900 is quite a big number and you might not really be expected to know any of the numbers that go into it straight away. But if we think about it, 45 goes into 90. So 45, it goes in twice. So 45 times 2 is 90. And 90 goes into 900 because 90 times 10 is 900. So 45 definitely goes into 900 because I could divide it by 10 and then by 2 and get 45. So that's like dividing by 20. So we could have that one. There's also another answer you could have. You could have had 25 as well. If we think about 25, if we did 25 times 4, that would give us 100. And then 100 times 9 is 900. So really we're timesing by 36 to get that one. Okay, so in order to do this question, I had to spot a number that I could make bigger by multiplying to get 900. Because then, if you think about it, that means I could divide and go backwards and get to this number here. None of the other numbers will go into 900.